This video is made possible by our loyal Patreon supporters. Visit patreon.com/PsycheTruth.
Hey guys, Tessa here. Welcome. Today I'm going to be working on Tyler and we're going to be doing just a full back, some deep tissue, some relaxing. And I'm going to go ahead and start with some compressions. I'm going to go ahead and start with these compressions. So I really like to start with some work in the medius, this glute muscle. It can pull on the low back, which can affect the entire back. And you can also do some light shaking. Nice way to warm up. And could be doing this with my elbow too. But I'm just gonna do this soft fist. And I'm gonna do these compressions along the spine. And sometimes if my shoulder's starting to creep up by my ear, I know that maybe I need to step away from the table a little bit. Just create a little more space. And this is my favorite way to work on these erector muscles. This doesn't require, a whole lot of strength. But it still feels really nice. And just using a really broad surface area, that whole region of my forearm, to just work the soft tissue. I'm not really using my elbow just yet. And I might do that a few times if I feel like this area needs it. I think what doesn't feel good is if you're really choppy with your movements here. So just trying to be nice and, as graceful as possible as you move around the back. And I just like to kind of do something that involves both sides of the back before I move to the opposite side. And somehow Tyler's sacrum is set where it's kind of bonier on this left side. So I'm finding that I need to be a little bit more delicate when I'm working on him on the left. It's not bad to massage, bony structures, but you want to do so intentionally, not as a mistake where you hit the wrong spot, because that never feels good. So, just being, mindful. You can also use both fists at the same time. That feels better. I'll usually just use one unless I'm planning to spend a lot of time. And again, I'm just using my forearm more than my elbow, but I'll definitely be using my elbow a little bit later. And I'm actually, Tyler's back has a balm on it already, so I'm having these compressions aren't sticking as much as I would like. I usually do these compressions like over a sheet, which is a lot easier. Or if you were wearing a shirt, it would be easier to do that more effectively, but this works too. I'm going to go ahead and just stretch this fascial tissue along the spine, pushing and pulling my hands in opposite directions to just give that connective tissue a chance to become less sticky and more pliable. And this is another thing that is most effective with completely dry skin. And I'm going to go ahead and start my work with my balm here in a second. So I like to make sure that my oil or whatever medium I'm using is nice and warm. And just rub your hands together and it warms it up really nice. This is also a really simple grounding technique if you're feeling kind of tired or distracted. Just kind of ground yourself. And I'm gonna start with a little more soft tissue. I've had massages where therapists have worked like pretty quickly, and that's felt really good if they're doing it with good technique. And I've had great massages where it's just slow, and it's really about technique and, you know, how present your therapist is or not. So just making sure that the oil is nice and evenly distributed before and that feels pretty good. And so this is gonna feel really nice after that just simple warm-up. Like Tyler's more grounded in his body and can enjoy the deeper work a little more. And again, you just need to be careful when you get towards the medius muscle. There's that whole sacrum, which can be pretty bony on some people. Just gotta be a little careful. We'll usually do a nice firm pressure along these erector muscles, and then I'll kind of lighten up a bit if I'm working on someone who has the bony sacrum area. And if you make a little mistake when you're doing massage, like if you go over the sacral area a little too hard, and don't worry about it. Like, everyone makes mistakes, and just kind of adapt to your client's body as you work so that can be most enjoyable for them. This is one of my favorite ways to work on the rhomboids. Just as a great way to release some of that pressure in the upper back. And I'm going to go ahead and, is that okay? So sometimes I would do more, forearm work in the low back, but I don't really feel like Tyler needs that right now. So I'm just gonna work some of these erector muscles with my forearm and just working my way into the trap. So I'm ready to start doing a little bit more work with my elbow. And I'm gonna start angling my forearm a little bit. And really pay attention to how your client or massage partner is responding. If they're starting to tense up, probably a sign that you need to use a little less pressure. I'm just taking my time with this trap work. So this can feel really nice as one fluid movement, and compressions in here are really good. If you can do trigger point, that's really good too. I usually start to do a little bit of trigger point in here when I have a better idea of what's going on. So after I've done this trigger point in here, I'm going to go ahead and move to the opposite side. And because this trigger point and the traps can feel pretty intense, so if I have the time, I'll usually do that same sequence 2 times, and I'll kind of keep switching back and forth, and just to give the right and left sides time to give them a break, basically. But it can be a little bit choppy when you're kind of making these transitions, so just finding ways that you can weave all these different techniques and movements together. So this first run up these erector muscles into the trap, I'm just using a fairly light pressure, and I'm ready to start using my elbow. So I'm just starting to angle my forearm, and I really like doing forearm and elbow work this way because I have a lot of control and I don't feel like I'm, my elbow is going to hit Tyler's spine, which never feels good. If you really wanted to get into these erector muscles, you could actually use the opposite elbow and just protect the spine with your hand. And if I were doing more detailed work in the mid back, I might use the technique. but doing broader work, just kind of sticking with keeping it simple. And just the biggest challenge with the erector muscles is that people can get really ticklish. So I find that the forearm work kind of is the best technique when you're dealing with that. And I honestly feel like it's easier for me to be graceful in my movements when I'm using my right forearm because I'm right side dominant. So I have to focus a little bit more when I'm working with my left arm. And I'm going to start with some trigger point. Holding about 5 seconds, I find, is plenty usually if you're planning on staying here a little while. So just 5 seconds at a time. So if I had more time, I'd probably do the same work in the shoulders on each side again. But I think that's about it for today. And I would never stop, end the massage just having finished that side. I like to really do something that ties it all together more. And I might do something a little special for the low back since I didn't work on it very much, and just kind of wrapping those fingers around the iliac crest. Feels really nice and kind of integrate that low back a little more into the massage. And that is it for today. Thank you for joining us today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and we look forward to seeing you next time.